All right, guys, so again, rectangular form, what does that mean?
No T.
No t in it, which means it's gonna be y equals some kind of thing with x's in it.
Yeah.
And what kind of equation is this? Is it a hyperbola? Is it a circle? What was it? Linear, it's a line. Okay. Sorry. This is a warm up. Let's see if we know how to do these. Here, given this, okay, guys, this is on the worksheet. We haven't done something like this. So, Peter, what's the parametric and vector form of the equation for that line? It's gone the other way. How do we unwrap this?
Yeah, that's hard. X 4/3 T.
X equals 4/3 t.
Yeah, is and Y equals C minus 1. Where are those numbers coming?
I don't know.
What is the T?
I don't know.
Wait,
So-
all this stuff.
Does that work? So where are those numbers coming from? Let's see if solving for t, so here. If I solve for t, multiply both sides by 3/4, t equals 3/4 x. And then if I take that in and put it in the y, did it work?
Yeah.
Yeah, so how did he do that?
You just kind of subset
Look it up.
T.
Kinda, but he did something funky with the number, with the slope.
Just flip it to get it all up.
Okay. So, looks to me like he said, you know what? I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna make this equal t. And then he said, well, all of that's gonna go away and just be the -1. That, there are a number of options that he could have done, but, so, given these parametrics, how do I get the vector equation? The vector equation is some kind of coordinate plus some kind of slope. Yeah.
It might be 4/3 1 and 0 and
Okay.
-1. Or the
So what's the coordinate?
0, -1.
0, -1?
Yeah.
Because when x is 0, y is -1,
Yeah.
that's a valid coordinate, okay?
Yeah.
And then what did you say the slope or the change?
4/3 and 1.
4/3 and 1.
Does that work?
No, is that the slope? Is 3/4 the slope?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking at it in linear form, y equals mx plus b, the m is the slope. So that's x's over y's or y's over x's?
Y's over X.
Y's over x's, so y's, x's. So did you say 3/4 or 4/3?
4/3.
4/3 and then 1? Okay, then yes, that works, yeah.
Why did we flip the fraction up there again? 3, 4, and 1.
Peter evidently wanted to solve for t,
Oh, yes, that's right.
like make that thing equal to t.
Oh, yeah.
So this is one thing. This is weird. And sorry, Johan was taking the numbers off of the T to get the vector, and I heard this number upside down. Okay, kind of crazy. Were you guys okay with the matching yesterday? We went over these. Yes.
Three x over 2
You might have to think about vectors and parametrics a little bit differently. So,
3x.
we're trying to just get you to stretch some. Probably not. Were you guys okay with these matching the graphs? We did all of them in class and then started the homework. So, Mara, good with eliminating parameters?
You have 3 times x over 2 minus 1. Okay.
So, Monica, do you feel confident to fill out the chart on the first one? Can you do that?
So you guys just simplify.
You wanna switch to laces? I can't see anything.
Whatever.
Actually, it's okay.
So it's the same answer.
Yeah.
The same answer? Number 2 looking confusing, bro. I didn't direct thing you were going for it. Oh, it's that weird one. Nah, but it actually,
That would be like.
I think you were wrong, bro. I think it was saying it's greater than 0 numbers. No, you said less than. I said, what sign did you say? Less than.
Okay, -3 squared. What's -3 times -3?
No, 0.
It's 9, so it's 3.
I know 1 is.
Yeah, I see where you got your point, bro. I just don't know how to do the rectangle.
So. Yeah. People. So you can get rid of T, right? So then you get x squared T. You get y value of something x squared. I didn't even do anything here.
Oh, so you do it the opposite way too.
What number for fucking?
But it would make more sense for me to start with x on this one here.
Because like x, yeah, because x, and then you get x 4.
If the square root of 2 is 1.4.
It's still like simple square.
Nah, see that's easy, but that's easy. What'd you do? I did do 0, 1, 4, 9. Yeah, just do square one. I'm doing 0, 1, 4, 9, 12.
Out of graph.
But that's off the graph. So I'm just going up to 9. I'm going up to 9. I'm going up to 9.
Oh shit, my bad.
You don't even need it. You don't need it. Not blazing. Not blazing. Oh yeah, 9 is on the graph. 80.
Well, what's up?
I was just complete, so.
Okay, hold on. Can we look at number 1? Because a lot of you were like, hey, can you check mine? Hey, can you check mine? Talk to each other. Check your own work. So Monica chose, guys, Monica chose to solve for T in the first one, in the X equation. Guys, can you? Which is the right choice because I want you to solve for y in the end. So she said t equals x over 2, and then got rid of the t and said y equals x over 2 minus 1. She found these coordinates and graphed them. Do you guys agree with the coordinates?
Yes.
And one small issue, draw the line.
This is x to the 4th minus 1. How do you get that?
Okay, do I put arrows on it?
2 x to the 4th minus 1.
No, why not?
Oh yeah, but I saw how
Because I only wanted that snippet of time. So we good with number 1? Something else good? Okay, cool, yes. All right. Yep. Volunteers for the second one?
Let me do that.
Hold up.
No, I haven't done it. I mean, but I just
So
don't.
number 4 got 2 T's squared.
So I interrupted.
I don't want to.
What do you want to say to me? Yo, why got 2 T's though? Yo, Miss Pascal, why got 2 T's?
Okay, rectangular form, why do you have vector?
Why is there 2 T's?
That you need to do.
I'm skipping that one for now.
It's not that hard, bro.
You just gotta plug in.
You just gotta do it. It's just more math. Oh, okay, Chad.
X, Y, coordinate is, what's the vector? How does X change? How does
I was
Y
gonna take breaks.
change? I'm gonna take every second, and then I need a coordinate that is on the thing. Or 0 or 1, and then it matters, like, you move a certain number of seconds from here, you'll get the other. So this
Trying
is
to get there first here.
vector form, it was okay.
And you
This is
Squared.
That's what.
and this is. How is time changing?
Yes.
With respect to X? In the Y equation, this number is multiplied. It's not written, but it's there. In this Y equation, what is the number in front of it?
Question. So, is this what you? Okay, so this is what I'm.
Okay, guys, what do we think about number 2? For time t is greater than or equal to 0, can we do square root of 0?
Yeah, it's 0.
What times itself is 0? 0 times 0 is 0, so yeah, we can do the square root of 0. All right, and we went off the graph a little bit, but I will try to make sure it fits tomorrow. No guarantees. And this one, that it says time greater than 0, can I put an arrow on it or no?
Yes.
Yes, because time, it says forevermore go that way.
15.
Yeah.
0.
Okay, so rectangular. Peter, how did you just have an answer, how did you get that?
I squared both sides for x squared.
So x squared equals t,
Oh, wait.
And then I put it in place for t and y.
so y equals,
Yeah,
Something
T,
squared
1,
minus
0,
1.
negative 1, 3.
and somehow, what is x squared? Squared?
Am I correct enough?
So guys, when we ask for the rectangular equation, usually we want a y equals. The very first day of stuff, we got some x equals y squared, and we preferred that you left it that way.
Okay, so.
Yep.
Y'all just math it.
Yep.
It's on there.
Different question? Okay, are we good with the
That's our
front?
equation? Yeah.
That's your equation?
Oh, man, we got back to this.
Real number one.
Volunteers, you want to put it up, or you have questions?
I'll put it up.
Thank you.
I had a question before.
Okay,
What about number 7?
Did I do the what?
Rectangular.
No, that's what I'm doing now.
Or number 4?
Yeah.
Oh, my number 4 looks different than yours.
I kind of like took it a while on. I got
What
like
the fuck? I got.
Yeah, I got a one though.
oh shit.
Hold on now.
I'm not
I'm doing right now. No, I got what Van got. No, I didn't. I got what Adam got.
Can you check this? 0 squared minus 2. Like, so it should be 0 minus 0. So 0, 0. Or should that be 0?
Adam's what I got. Adam.
For 0?
You plug in 0 into y. It's 0 squared minus 2 times y, which is 0.
Yeah. Man, this is what I got.
Hold up.
Yes, I got
This is the denominator, not the
So I might have got a quarter.
I got 2 negative 1.
What did 2 multiply?
For this for 1.
No, I wouldn't go to the denominator. It only goes up to here. I'll go
So
to that.
it's 1 minus 2.
So 1 minus 1. 1 minus 2 is negative 1.
Yeah.
You subtracted
Shouldn't be.
2. Did you just make?
Yeah, I got that.
And
Yeah,
then
just
for
I made this 2 over 2.
2 minus 1.
Okay.
There's a problem.
2 squared. 4.
There is?
2 minus. So it's 4 minus 4. 0. Oh.
How am I getting these numbers?
What am I doing? Wait, this one's 0. So it's 3 0. Is that what you got for that one?
9 squared is 1.
And then to the next 2 squared is 4. So plug in 3. 3 squared is 9. 3 minus 6. 9 minus 6 is 3.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say it.
So
Yes, Roscoe.
Dang, man.
Alright, guys. So, do we agree with this? He served for t and the x equation and got x over 2, then 3 times that stuff minus 1. So I actually prefer this as a y equals mx plus b, which you had right here. Y equals 3x over 2 minus 1. So I sometimes you want this form, I prefer you left it alone. Then plugging in and getting some coordinates. -4, -7,
that was a 0.
and then goes
2 times 2 squared is 4.
good.
2 times 2
Yes,
is
no,
4 minus 4 is.
-5 should be -4. It does look a little funny because it's up 3 over 2.
I guess, man. I got it. Oh, yeah, you just stopped right here.
I did on that one. Then I have one too.
Wait, hold up. You got that one wrong?
No, I
There's
got
one
it right. I
coordinate.
just, see, I
Just
got it,
plotted
I
the
got it
dot
right.
wrong
It just, I was guessing up there.
Do rectangular form.
No, but the rectangular form of 3 isn't 3x minus.
No,
It's
it
not-
is 2.
It's not wrong.
I got 3x.
I just-
I got 3x divided by 2 minus 1.
Shoot first.
Okay, guys.
Oh.
Can we, there's 4 different conversations going on. Okay. And some of it's like actually arguing about math, which is cool. But so when we went over this, if you were talking, you didn't hear it. But he'd done y equals 3x over 2 minus 1. And then he did common denominator correctly, combine things. I would rather see it as,
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
so I can see what the slope is and I can see what the y-intercept is. And when it's written this way, I can't see that. So both of his answers were right. I prefer this one.
Will we get points off if you did the other one?
If you don't follow directions, you will lose points. And if it says solve for y as a equation of a line, like y equals mx plus b format, you need to do that. But I want to make sure that we can do the problems at the bottom.
Can we do 4, please?
Yeah, I want to.
3, 7.
Okay, well,
Yeah, of course. Oh.
what's wrong with number 4?
There's 2 T's.
There's 2 t's. Okay.
There's 2 T's, yeah.
Bro, the only thing hard about it is the rectangular form.
I got like a
Yeah, I don't know how to
quadrant.
get it.
I got like a
That's what I
quadrant.
just go.
It's like X.
Hi, what is the very first y value when we plug in -3?
It is 15.
15.
Okay. So those of you with the arithmetic issues, and then you type it in on a calculator, and the calculator tells you. Okay, guys, the calculator, if you type in -3 squared, just like this, the calculator will tell you that that's -9, and the calculator is right.
What?
The calculator is right, because it understands order of operation.
Oh, it's negative.
It
3 squared
does-
negative.
The calculator does the exponent first, squares it, and then sticks on the negative. If you really wanna know what -3 times -3 is, and you don't know on your own that it's +9, you need to type it with parentheses to get it right.
So without parentheses, it will be positive.
If you type this into your calculator will correctly tell you that that's 3 squared with a negative on it. It'll tell you that it's -9. You need to keep the parentheses around it to make it get positive.
turns, right?
But let's.
Sometimes the calculator equation has the
Are we doing the ones on the back right now?
-1 squared is +1. -1 times -2 is +2. So this is 3. -2, +15, I'm up here somewhere. -1, 3.
1 plus 2 is 3.
Nick, what coordinate did you get when time was -1 for this?
0, 1. You're right.
0.
0.
What?
-1 squared.
What?
Whoa. Yeah, I think you plugged in -1 for t, not -2 for t.
Okay.
How'd we get that?
It's fine.
I thought that
You
-2
messed up.
I thought -2y was 8, bro.
That's 8, right?
So, alright, plugging in time. I plugged in the x value. Plugging in -2 squared is 4, minus a -4, which is 8.
Okay.
That's crap.
Plugging in -1 for time,
3.
1 minus
1 minus
minus
-2
plus
is
3.
plugging in 0 for time,
0.
-1.
plugging in 1 for time, what do I get for the y value?
-1. -1.
-1, 0, and 3.
-1, 0, 3.
Sorry,
4, 3.
x is 3, 0, and 4, 3.
This is really weird.
Yes, no?
Yeah.
So, yeah,
So if we put if we didn't draw off the graph and put an arrow at E, is it, I would assume it's still correct.
we'll make
but
it fit so that you don't have to make that decision. Because you're right, it doesn't actually end there, but it doesn't go on forever, and an arrow implies that it is, so it's a question. Solving for the rectangular equation, Johan, how do I do that?
I got y equals x minus 1.
Okay, what's the first step? What do we do?
You do the t equals x minus 1.
Okay, so then y equals,
X minus 1 squared minus 2 multiplied x minus 1.
I don't know about that, sorry.
I think it'll look like not.
Kind
It's
of.
not the title, I'm saying the title. It's all like turned around now.
X squared
minus
okay, Emilio, x minus 1 times x minus 1, what is that?
Oh, 1. X minus 1.
Guys, x minus 1 times x minus 1, what does that expand to?
X squared minus one.
Oh, we
X
can
plus one.
X squared minus 2x
Plus one.
plus 1.
Factor it out.
We didn't do that.
minus 2x.
Oh.
Yeah, minus one.
Minus
Oh, no, I did
2x
that.
plus one.
And then you combine that to.
And you get x squared minus 2x.
We didn't do that.
Yeah,
This is 4, right?
Yeah. Now I got it.
Right.
Minus four.
I got x squared minus 2x.
Because right, negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2.
2 minus 2.
Oh, we don't use like to make it.
Why do you?
Oh,
Because another T off you got.
Serene? Expanding x minus 1 times x minus 1? Serene, is that what you're asking? Negative 1 times negative 1 is.
Yeah, I already got it. But then you did, wait. And then it's x squared minus 2x plus 1 minus minus
Okay, hold up.
2, right?
Do we agree that Johan found this correct? Guys, hey,
I agree for all those steps. I'm not like the group.
Fernando, shush. Like, you guys are all talking math, but you're talking on top of each other, and then people are asking the same question again because they can't hear the answer. So, do we agree that t equals x minus 1?
yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Then do you agree that we substituted in x minus 1 for t here, so it's that squared minus 2 times that? Yes?
Yeah.
And then x minus 1 squared, we expanded right here, got x squared minus 2x plus 1. That goes up here, then distributing the negative 2x, Nick, have a seat.
I'm literally
It's
I'm
lovely.
tying case tie for him.
Great. Negative 2x and then a plus 2, combine like terms. Negative 2x and negative 2x makes negative 4x. Positive 1 and positive 2 makes a 3. Yes. Are there questions on this? Can we finish this? Yes.
Would you factor out the x?
No, don't factor anything out, because x doesn't factor out of the 3. Other questions on this one?
Put it on back.
Yeah, good? Okay. You guys do these questions? Yes? Yeah. On the thing. You already went though. Roscoe? Okay, what's your question?
Number 7.
Number 7.
Oh, I did.
You want it in y equals 2, right? The last one. Talk about the rectangular.
Okay,
I was thinking.
all right. So, guys, let's do these in order. Okay?
This one I want.
How do I take vector form and get a parametric? How do I take vector form and get a parametric?
So you take the 3
The 3
I get it.
and the 2.
and a 2. 3 and a 2.
No, okay. No, wait.
Ah, details, they matter, okay.
Take.
I need equations.
I got
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Something
Parametric,
equals
got it.
something. Yeah, I want the parametric first.
X.
Hi, what do you have?
X equals 3 plus 2.
Yeah, that's what we know.
And y equal 1 minus 2.
Do we agree with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You got the rectangular? How did you get the rectangular?
I got.
Hold
I
on.
took the parametric form from x,
I thought we did
and I got x minus 3 divided by 2.
I did.
Okay, so guys, the way Tycho is doing this is just eliminate the parameter now from. So it's hard to go from the vector form to the rectangular. So he said, I'm gonna take this one, and you said you got x minus 3 over 2 equals t. Okay, then what'd you do?
And then I put it into the equation to y, and I
did 1 minus 2 times x minus 3 divided by 2.
What is x minus 3 divided by 2 then times 2?
X minus 3.
Those 2's cancel and it's y equals 1. Now I gotta carefully distribute the negative. Minus x plus 3, so what did you get? What is the y equals with this stuff cleaned up? Y equals negative x plus 4. And we do exactly the way Tycho said it. I feel that's the easiest way. So, Will, do you think you can go from vector to parametric to rectangular? Yeah? Okay. Okay, so there's options and it's weird. So just making sure we can do that one first. So Nick, how am I gonna take this parametric and get the vector equation?
Okay, well, you have,
Look what the vector equation looks like. I need something in that kind of pattern. So
so you can 6, see 6, negative 10,
is that a coordinate or a vector?
coordinate,
Coordinate, okay.
plus t 3, 4, 3 comma 4.
Negative 3.
3, sorry, negative 3 comma 4.
Okay, so we all right with that, going from vector, or sorry, parametric to vector?
Mhm.
Mia, how am I gonna take either one of these things and get the rectangle? X minus 6, and she said divide all of that by negative 3. Oh, that's dicey, but okay. We solve for t. Serene, what do I do with it now? Mia used the x equation to solve for t and correctly got this yuckiness. I need to get all of the t's going. What equation do I work with next?
Replace like x minus 6 and 3 with the 14
Replace this?
with the t.
Okay,
Plug it.
so you're saying it the wrong way, but y equals negative 10 plus 4. Get rid of t and put that stuff in. You were saying it backwards, but. Yeah.
For t, where we set x minus 6 divided by negative 3, can we split up that so it looks like x over negative 3, well, plus?
Okay, I was about to ask. Guys, you cannot leave your answer like this on the test, on the quiz. This is a mess. You need to show me that you can do math. And he's pointing out, it would have been easier if we cleaned something up here. Split it up now. We can pull the numerator apart, x over the negative 3 and negative 6 over the negative 3. And he's saying, yeah, so 6 over 3. What is 6 over 3? Yeah, you're right too. You're like, wait, no. You're right. You're right. And do you guys know that a negative underneath, I can move that negative anywhere.
Yeah.
It can be underneath, it can be up top, or it can be out front. As long as there's just one of them, it's all the same value. Cool? Okay, so can I use this cleaned up stuff instead of the yuckiness that we had before? Okay? I'm gonna take Roscoe's advice and clean it up before I plug that in. What do I do now? So y equals negative 10.
Negative 4x over 3 plus 8.
So William, last cleaning up. Combining like terms as Fernando just said.
I got x equals 3, y equals minus 3.
Okay, I don't want it as x equals, sweetie, so you need a y equals. So the numbers that I have here, clean them up. Negative 10 plus 8.
Minus
Negative 2. It's fine if you said negative 2 minus 4x over 3. It is not okay if you said x equals y bar. I want the y equals when they're straight lines.
So you don't
I don't want an x equals. Should I say it again? I do not want it as x equals. How do I want the answer written?
Oh, wait, you're not talking about that. It's not this one.
Oh,
You're
you
talking
don't
about
do
this
that.
one. I don't want to say that.
Okay? Isabel was upset though about the last one.
Not we don't know.
You gotta do it.
Okay. So how do we do this one? I erased it. What was our rectangular equation for the first one?
Y equals negative x. Plus,
Okay, and this one was y equals negative 4/3 x minus 2.
Look at that.
Okay.
Split conversion.
So let's strategize on how can we take this rectangular and get the vector form? Roscoe, what's your suggestion?
Maybe the vector form?
Yep. So it's any coordinate is equal to some anchored point that we have to know. Do I know a point that's on this?
Well, I don't know.
Negative 5. Oh.
What, negative 5? 0, negative 5? So
Yeah, 0, negative 5. Try.
that is a coordinate that's on it. Okay,
Oh, so
Then-
it could be any point.
it has to be a point that's on the line.
Right, yeah.
Any point you feel like. So x is 0, y is negative 5. What is the slope, guys? How, like, this slope was 1 over 1. This goes the y's over the x's. The slope here,
1 over 1.
1, t.
Oh,
All right, guys, see you later.
yeah.